Hey guys, kind of left you hanging on the last video as to what was next on the agenda. Been talking to this old boy for quite a while. He's been really patient with me. I appreciate that. Had a lot of stuff going on. This is a Jeep Cherokee Chief, two-door. Pretty rare. I've never really seen one around here. Now, here where I live, which is Meigs County, Tennessee, a lot of lake, or a lot of lake property, I guess. So I don't know what it is about a Jeep Wagoneer and a lake house, but it seems like everybody used to have an old Jeep Wagoneer around their lake house. This thing is super cool. I really like this thing. Look at these door panels. I don't know if that's original. I'm sure it is. It's really good shape. This guy's name's Josh. Super good guy. He's got some cool stuff. He's got a 67 to 72 Chevrolet truck that he's had forever. Really nice truck. Everybody knows the truck here locally. But anyway, him and his buddy started a LS swap on this Jeep. His buddy had some other projects going on, so he had to kind of get it out of his way. He didn't want to really fool with it himself. So here it is. We've got a lot of little things to do. It don't look like much. The motor and transmission's already in. The mounts are in. It's bolted up, nothing's tight. We're just going to have to give it a once over, see where we're at, get the motor started, get it running, and start deleting some of this old Chrysler Jeep stuff. Get it out of the way, maybe clean it up a little bit for him. Heater hoses, yada yada yada, little things. I mean, like I said, just trying to clean it up. It's not going to be a showpiece. He wants something that he can drive around with his family, that's going to be dependable. This thing had a 360 in it. Somebody put fuel injection on it. You can see the old box there. They kind of done him wrong. It never really worked right. He had a lot of issues, so he was just kind of done with that. Wanted to 5.3 it, so that's 5.3 out of a Tahoe. He actually drove this Tahoe. It ran and drove great. They have completely resealed this motor. It's got all new seals in it, gaskets and stuff, so we don't have to fool with none of that. Like I said, basically, it's got a PSI harness. Those are, you know, pretty much wire and fire. They're ready to go. That's kind of the go-to guys on LS harnesses. If you're doing an LS swap, check with PSI. They do good stuff. Anyway, we've got quite a few parts with this Jeep. I don't know what all we have, what we don't have. We're just gonna have to do a once over on it, me and my dad, and see where we're at. This is a set of Dakota digital gauges that is for this Jeep. This is a computer. I'm going to have a buddy of mine's buddy at work, kind of like his son, that fools with these old LS computers. He's got the software and stuff to flash them, so we'll get that to him. I don't know what all else is here. Like I said, I've not really looked at it much. I've been extremely busy today. I had a lot of things going on. He brought the Jeep over, so here it is. I'm just going to have to sort through these parts, see where we're at, see what we need. And like I said, just get the motor fired up, get it running, and then start cleaning stuff up. You know, I don't know what in the world all this is. I think that's a AC hose. That's going probably to the condenser. So anyway, just a lot of little things. Never really fooled with one of these Jeeps. So anyway, I'm trying to get my stupid screen to come back up. I don't know why that goes black, but all right, that's where I'm at. That's our next little project. Hopefully get this thing on the road for him pretty quick. I've had chlorine out today. Drove this car a lot today. It acted really good. It didn't act stupid. It didn't do anything that annoyed me. That's great. It done really well, and I drove it quite a bit. Went to, I never really like to put things out there as to where I'm going, but it's like a kind of a step grandfather to me. He's got a bunch of old cars, and I went up there to get horns for this car. You can see my pile of horns. There's horns everywhere. None of them are any good. So that sucks. I'd like to get the horns working on this car, but it's hard to find good horns. I'm hoping maybe I can grab some off of a square body or something that hasn't been setting 100 years. A lot of these are off Buicks, Oldsmobiles, 50s to 60s. So, you know, they've had a lot of time to sit around and rust. Here's something else I got a hold of. I'm kind of doing this video for Mrs. PIB. This is a bunch of old mason jars that I found in an old car that were going to get junked. I washed some of them. These are ball masons. They say quilted crystal. I don't know if you can see the ball there on this phone or on this GoPro, but anyway, there's a whole bunch of mason jars here. You can see that one says Knox Mason. I don't know, the whole bunch of mason jars, kern jars, just a whole bunch of stuff. There's several of those Knox Mason jars. Probably not a lot of value here, but you know, some people collect these things. I don't. It's not really my thing. There's some smaller ones that are kind of cool. I don't know. I watched this box, just kind of knocked the dirt off of them. But anyway, I don't know a thing about mason jars. I figured maybe I had a friend or a friend of a friend that might like to collect them. There's several boxes here of these mason jars, 4 of them altogether. So quite a few jars. Maybe somebody will get some use out of them. I thought about maybe keeping 1 or 2 of them as kind of a drinking glass or something. Might seem kind of gross to some of y'all, but it's glass. I mean, throw it in a dishwasher and it gets hot enough, it's going to kill anything in there. But anyway, just kind of doing this video, let them look at these. I don't know what's here. There might be something worth some money here. I have no idea. There's several smaller ones. This is another kind of crystal type ball mason jar. I don't know. Anyway, here's some Oldsmobile hubcaps. I just went ahead and grabbed these because they're in such good shape. I hated for them to get beat up. They've been on a car up there forever, but you can kind of see the Oldsmobile here. I've seen these on some rat rods and stuff. You know, I think maybe somebody might get some use out of them. Again, nothing super valuable here, but I just kind of like to save things. He also gave me these old Oldsmobile caps. No money there either, but like I said, just kind of getting it out of the dirt and grime and weather, and you know, maybe somebody can use some of this stuff. I don't know. It is what it is, but like I said, chlorine done really well today. Super proud of the car. I was real happy with it. I went and done my garage laundry. I have to do my garage laundry at the laundromat. My wife will not let me use my washing machine and dryer in the house. So, you know, I understand completely. Gets greasy and grimy and nasty. So she don't want it in the house. So I have to go do it at a laundromat. And I drove this car to the laundromat, drove it to AutoZone, drove it up next to Kingston, which is probably, I don't know, 30 miles from here. The car done really well. I've just got a few other little things that I want to get done to it mechanically. Then I'll get started on the interior. Mostly the fuel gauge, get it working. Figure out what I'm going to do with my actual gauges, my heat, my oil, all that stuff. I'm really watching. It's matter of fact, it's fixing to end here tonight. The eBay ad that has the clock and all that stuff with it. So getting the gauges worked out. I've got a little fuel leak back here when I fill it plumb to the top with gas. Get that worked out, and then, like I said, I'll start on the interior. But right now, we're going to be on this Jeep, try to get this thing buttoned down for him. He's been waiting a long time. Lord, I think I've been talking to him about this for probably a year. I don't know. It's been a while. But anyway, hopefully get this thing buttoned down pretty quick. All right, guys, I got to get in the house. Tomorrow's work time. These 4 days off have really killed me. It's going to be tough to kind of get back to swing of things. But thank you for watching. As always, I'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you later.